time. Now, over 100 waste pickers in Johannesburg have lost their only source of income from Pikitup after it has temporarily stopped its Marie Louise landfill from receiving domestic waste. The waste management company said 2 of its 4 main landfills will reach the end of their lifespan by mid-2025, leaving only 2 operational sites for that growing population. For more on this, we cross live to Newzroom Afrika's Zola. Sholwana, Zola, very good morning to you. Now, we know that informal waste collectors form a very integral part of the ecosystem when it comes to waste management. And in many instances, they have saved municipalities millions in rand when it comes to waste management.
Well, yes, indeed, Kat, and of course, those are sentiments that we have been hearing from many waste reclaimers that are essentially saying that they feel let down by the municipality that they have been assisting for several years. Now, you would imagine if they were not, collecting waste from these landfills across the city of Johannesburg, what would be happening in terms of the waste that is deposited there. And we are now told that there's a number of these landfills that are currently close to reaching capacity. Some of them are actually closed, like the one that you just mentioned. As a result, we've got people at this present moment who don't know where they will start in terms of finding ways of providing for their families, as they have been doing this for several years. Now, a gentleman that we spoke to a little bit earlier on painted us a picture of how life has been for them for the past 2 weeks, essentially saying that they would wake up in the morning as per usual and, wait outside the landfill and hopefully, wait to be told to come inside so that they can collect some of the material that you are able to see behind me here, Kat, that it gets to be stored like this and, of course, gets to be reused. And he says he would go home empty-handed. And, of course, this is something that is unusual for him because for the past several years, he has been surviving on this for quite some time. But we will then speak to an organization that has been in engagement with the city of Johannesburg, particularly Pikitup, about all of this, essentially saying that they were not happy with how they approached the situation. They should have informed the waste reclaimers, at least when there was still time, instead of informing them about 2 days before they actually close the site. I'm going to bring in Luyanda, who's going to be, talking to us about what they've been talking to the city about. Is there possible, is there hope really for waste reclaimers that are depending on this to survive? Luyanda, thank you very much for your time. You've been in close engagement with Pikitup and the city of Johannesburg about what has happened in Randburg. What are they saying in terms of assisting these people that are relying on that landfill to be able to put bread on the table for their families?
At this point, they are not saying anything. We've been trying to engage with them for the past 4 weeks, asking them for meetings, and nothing meaningful has happened. We've had one meeting with them where they were saying they need to speak to GDOT and ask them about, if possible, we can continue working. But we haven't heard anything from them. We are aware that the crisis of landfills is in a very difficult situation, and we have planned prior and created a template of a social plan for the workers that are working in all landfills. And we've been working with different entities, your Coca-Colas and different companies who found a need to create a social plan for the reclaimers. We have it, we have a good template, and we've been proposing to the city to come and talk to us and work together in creating solution and not having problems. But they're failing to even reply to our constant messages. We sent emails to the city of Johannesburg, we sent emails to Pikitup, but still they are not engaging with us.
Mm-hmm. Just paint us a bigger picture of how much of an impact this will have on many lives that will now find themselves without employment as they relied on that landfill, for provision.
Around 150 families are affected by this. But to make it bigger, one reclaimer collects about 150 to 200 kilograms of waste a day. So when all landfills shut down, we're having 5,000 people affected by this. And 1,500 kilograms multiplied by 5,000 people, that is the amount of waste that is going to be not to be accounted for. The city is going to have a crisis, and we are leading, Pikitup is leading us into a mismanaged city. We are going to drown in our own waste.
Speaking about a crisis, would you say that the city is having a waste management crisis currently?
Yes, I would say that. They were informed. We were all informed with the closures of landfills. We were supposed to be properly prepared. As RO, we made our own interventions and suggestions. The city had budgets for Marie Louise. They did not use the budget properly. We don't know how they used it. They had 3 interventions there to look at that had properly been budgeted for, but nothing came out of it. So what we are concerned is there was preparation, there was knowledge, there was budget given, but they were not prepared to do any intervention on that. It's as if they intentionally wanted the landfills to close, which is a very big problem.
Just take us through your own story as well. In fact, we are running out of time. That's something that we will discuss a little bit later on, about your own story and how you have managed to change your life and the family, your family's life, through just picking up waste, and of course speak to other waste reclaimers as well, who are gathered here at Katlego for a meeting. And really these meetings are trying to find a solution to what is currently happening, a crisis of waste management, as they are referring to it. That is Luyanda Hlatshwayo. They're taking us through what they have been going through in terms of interacting with the city and also the entity Pikitup, about this particular problem that these people are facing. Over 100 families will be left without provision if nothing is done to at least maybe extend their time there, so that they're able to continue working until something is done. For now, back to you in studio.
Sholwana, bringing us that story.